I am so deeply in a reading slump, it is not funny. Always getting my feelings hurt from love triangles. I don't even know if I should describe the plot to you. How to start this video. This video started off as a finishing every series video. As you will see, that quickly changes gears because there was no way that I could film that video because I got in a really bad reading slump. I mean, I was already in a reading slump when I started it, but I was in denial about how bad the reading slump actually was. Basically, we ended up with just a bit of a chaotic reading slump video, as you will see, but it's realistic. And do I turn the slump around? I don't know, you're gonna have to watch to find out. So with that said, let's get on with the vlog. Ignore the dog behind me.
So you're talking to me?
No, I'm not talking to you. Okay, so I started Beg, Borrow or Steal this morning. This one is the third book in the When in Rome series and we are following Emily and Jack. Emily is one of the sisters in the kind of family that we are following. The first book was about Noah, he is the one brother, and then we had the last book which was about Annie. I think she is the youngest of the siblings, and now we have Emily, and then there is one other sister as well who I assume we are going to get her book at some point. Emily is the control freak of the family, let's just say, and she is a teacher and she works with Jack, and Jack is a rival of hers. They met at college, I think, and they've basically just been rivals ever since. He is, however, supposed to be moving away and getting married, but at the start of the book we find out that basically the wedding didn't happen and he is back. That's kind of all that I know so far, so obviously it's going to be a rivals to lovers romance. I'm enjoying seeing their little petty emails to each other. I love when things like that are included in book text messages or emails. I love it. And it's obviously also a bit of a workplace romance, although at the moment they are in the summer holidays, so I'm not sure if we are going to see them at school or not, like working together. We will see. But yeah, this is a good book to start with because I have been in the worst reading slump. It's been over a week since I have filmed anything because I have literally just been in such a bad reading slump. I was reading Queen of Shadows and for some reason I just did not want to read it. Like, it was putting me in such a reading slump, and to be honest, I probably should have DNF'd it, but at the same time I was kind of interested if it was going to go the way I thought it was. This is not about that book, so I'm not going to talk too long about it. But anyway, that book basically put me in a reading slump. Even though it wasn't terrible, it just, like, I just wasn't vibing with it. It was just annoying me. Although Sarah Adams books can be a little bit hit or miss for me, some of them I love, some of them I don't love that much. They are always fun and easy and quick to read. And yeah, so far that is definitely the case with this one. Emily, as I said, is a bit of a control freak and I stan. I'm also a massive control freak, and her place amongst her siblings is definitely something that I can relate to in terms of like how I am with my siblings. And I always quite enjoy a rivals to lovers romance. Sometimes they feel a bit silly and stupid, but as long as they don't try to make it enemies to lovers, then I think it's good. Like, realistically, enemies to lovers is just not a thing in the real world. So when we're getting contemporary romances, I am just not believing any enemies to lovers. But rivals to lovers, especially like workplace rivals, I can get on board with, and I enjoy that. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can fly through this one quite quickly and it can get me out of my reading slump, because we have some reading to be doing. It took me way too long to finish my last book, and yeah, I need to get back to reading. I will update you when I'm a bit further through because I do not really have any opinions yet, but I just wanted to come on and start the vlog. Oh. Happy Monday. I'm having a makeup free Monday today because I'm not seeing anyone today, just you guys. And let's be honest, you have seen me in some terrible states. This is nothing. At least I've got freshly washed hair. I didn't do quite as much reading over the weekend as I would have liked. I got to page, what page am I on? 105, chapter 9. So it really reminded me of, I'm looking for a guy in finance. What does that mean? I messed with my camera settings a couple of weeks ago and it just looks weird now. Like, I think something's not quite right, but hopefully it's okay. Anyway, I'm just in a bit of a reading slump, if I'm honest, guys. I'm not really enjoying reading at the moment. Like, I'm just in a slump. The only time that I'm enjoying reading is in bed before going to sleep, so I feel like I need to play to that strength a little bit more and maybe go to bed a bit earlier so I have more time to read in bed. But yeah, I didn't get as much reading done as I would have liked. I don't really have anything else to say on the plot of this book. It's very much what I said. They are rivaling, but at the same time it's obvious that they both like each other. I don't know, it feels very low stakes because it's so obvious that they like each other. These dogs are driving me crazy. They're always so much worse on days where Ollie's in the office and I'm at home. It might be the same for him when I'm in the office and he's at home, but they're really testing me today. So far, it's definitely not as good as When in Rome. I loved When in Rome. Practice Makes Perfect, I didn't love. In fact, I did think that that one kind of annoyed me. This one is kind of just feeling a bit like meh so far. That might change, and also that might also be because I'm feeling slumpy, that I'm reading this and I'm like, yeah, okay, like I don't really care. That's how I feel about it, I guess. I'm not feeling invested. I feel like I don't care, but that definitely could be because I'm in a slump. I think I'm also gonna see if this one is on Spotify, because if it is, then that's great because it means that while I'm like walking, I can listen to it, and that's what I've been finding very helpful because I just feel like I'm not in the mood to sit and read. Okay, it is included on Spotify, so that's great. So I'll hopefully listen to some of that today because this is just not great. Like, I have nothing to post on YouTube because I'm not reading. So I really need to just get over it. Oh, I have hardly any battery, that's great. Hi, hello, long time no speak. It's been a few days since I last spoke to you. It's actually my birthday today. And do you know what I got for my birthday? A reading slump. Yeah. I am so deeply in a reading slump, it is not funny. So before I go any further and talk to you about this book, I'm just going to tell you this vlog is going to have to change directions. You might not know this depending on how I edit it, but when this vlog started off, it was supposed to be a finishing every series reading vlog. That is just not going to happen because I just don't think that that's a good idea when I'm in a reading slump. I think I need to be very careful of the books that I choose to read. So that is being aborted, and instead this is turning into a reading slump video. Hopefully a getting out of a reading slump video, but we will see. I don't really know where this vlog is going. I don't know how long it's going to go on, but we're going to be following my reading slump journey. So yeah. And if you have not seen a video from me in a while, this is why. Like, I'm just in such a reading slump. And I think the main reason that this reading slump hit is because over the last few weeks I was struggling to find time for reading anyway because I've just been so busy at work. Like, it's literally the worst time of year for work for me. And then also with my birthday, and we're going to Australia in 2 weeks, I think. So there's just been like a lot on my mind, and now that I finally like tried to pick up a book and do some reading, I just don't want to. Like, I'm just not in it. So we need to sort that out, and also I need to figure out what I'm going to do in terms of filming YouTube videos, because I think at this point it's been 2 weeks since I uploaded a video and I don't have a new one in sight, so we're gonna have to switch gears a little bit when it comes to filming. Hopefully I will have something out before this video goes up, because otherwise I'm guessing it's gonna have been a while. Let's actually have a little catch up on Beg, Borrow or Steal. In terms of physically reading this book, I got to about the 175 page mark, chapter 15, and then I kind of have switched exclusively to audio since then because I don't want to read it anymore. I'm sorry, I can't tell if it's just because I'm in a reading slump and that's why I'm not enjoying reading this, or if I actually don't like the book. I think that I'm maybe not a massive fan of the book. So I am up to chapter 20. I'm about 62% of the way through. So let's just skip forward to see what that represents in the book. Okay, here. So we are up to page 223. So actually, I'm a good way through. I don't have that much left. I mean, yeah, I literally have 38% left, as Spotify tells me. So yeah, I think this is now going to be an exclusive audiobook read. I think I'm done trying to read it physically. I just don't care for it, I'm not in the mood for it. So what am I going to read physically? That is a good question. I think it's probably the right time to pick up a thriller. I think thriller books have helped me out in the past with reading slumps. I just find them so easy to read and fly through, and sometimes they are just perfect. So the only thriller that I have downloaded currently on Kindle Unlimited is The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden, which is book 2 in The Housemaid. But yeah, I think maybe if I can fly through a nice quick thriller, that's going to be great. So do I just go for Frida McFadden? Do I find a different author? I don't know, we will see. Okay, apparently I've been yapping on for 10 minutes now, and I don't think I've said a single useful or interesting thing. So let's stop. As I said, I'll catch up with you when I have started The Housemaid's Secret, and hopefully we can start to tackle this reading slump together. Oh, were you gonna talk to them? We need to catch up. I don't know exactly how long it has been since I filmed anything for this video, but I'm gonna guess around a week, maybe, that I haven't spoke to you. I have filmed a vlog in the meantime that will already be up at this point. In fact, it's already up when I'm talking to you, so I don't know why I'm saying that. But yeah, this video kind of took a pause because if I'm honest, it's kind of been derailed by a reading slump. For the past 3 weeks or even like a month, I would say, I've just been in a reading slump, and for a while I was in denial there. I just thought, no, I'm too busy to read, I'm not really in a slump. Well, I was in a slump, and that's unfortunate, but we're not gonna deny anymore. We're not gonna avoid the issue. We're gonna switch things up and sort this out. I think the last time that I spoke to you, I was reading Beg, Borrow or Steal by Sarah Adams, and I just wasn't really having a great time with it, and I think that is mainly because of my reading slump. Since then, I have switched to exclusively just listening to that one on audio, and at this point I probably have not got that far with it. Let me see, I'm 70% through, so it says I have 3.5 hours left to listen to. But I have to say, since I've switched to just listening to it on audio, I'm enjoying it a lot more. I feel like that was a good move. I'm happy with that. And then a few days ago, when I unboxed my Kobo, that is in my last vlog that I uploaded, I went onto my library to see what library books I could download, because that was one of the reasons I wanted a Kobo. And also this was kind of perfect timing because nothing helps you get out of a reading slump and makes you love reading again like a new e-reader. I don't make the rules, that's just the rules, okay? That is just what happens. So anyway, I decided to go for Clockwork Angel, which is the first book in the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare, which is like the prequel series to the Mortal Instruments books. You're gonna have to excuse me because I have recently become ill. I'm kind of just trying to ignore it because I just like do not have the time or the energy to be ill. But yeah, it might not be sounding great. Anyway, so I am now 21% into Clockwork Angel, which is probably not very far at all. I'm still getting used to my Kobos, so I don't necessarily know exactly like what page that is, but yeah, I'm on chapter 5, 21% through, and I'm enjoying this so far. And I think that this was a really good idea to switch it up, because reading on this is still very new and novel to me, especially like the fact that it's got the buttons, it's got the colour. I'm enjoying that aspect of it. That's where we're currently at with reading, okay? I feel like things are looking up. Also, in clips, if you're seeing my Kobo, you're just gonna have to ignore the disaster that's happened to my stickers. This case that I have on my Kobo is a bit loose and the stickers are falling all over the place. I probably should just try and find some blue tack and stick them down, but I don't even know if we have any blue tack in this house. All right, they're just falling all over the place. Like, that's like as fixed as I can make it for now, but yeah, I need to get some blue tack and stick them down. So if you see my stickers looking all skew with in the rest of this vlog, mind your own business, just bear with me, okay? I will at some point sort them out, but now is not that time. Okay, now that I've sat down and spoke to you, I feel like I can carry on filming this vlog because I needed it to make sense. We can now just pick up where we left off and get on with the reading and hopefully have much better vibes and hopefully get this reading slump behind us. That is the plan. feel way too ill to properly speak to you, but I'm just gonna say I love Will Herondale. I love him, and I'm hoping that I'm on the right side of the love triangle for once. There's not really a love triangle yet, but I just know that there is one, and it's clear who is involved in that love triangle. And I'm just gonna say at this point, I am Team Will. Okay. Okay, hello. I spoke to you yesterday. Did I? Yeah, well, I think I spoke like 2 words to you yesterday because I was struggling to speak, and I'm still not feeling great, but I'm pretending that I'm fine, so it's fine. Just filmed my April TBR, so yeah, we're just ignoring the illness. I'm sorry if I sound ill. I'll try not to talk for too long, but I just wanted to catch you up on Clockwork Angel. I am now 51% through. Can you see my little label? I just love that. I am 51% through Clockwork Angel now. I'm definitely enjoying it. It's definitely helping with my slump. I would say it's definitely not a book that like I just want to sit and binge all day long, but when I'm reading it, I am enjoying it, and I don't know, it's definitely got me back into reading again, which is good. I kind of want to hurry up and finish it now because we go to Australia in under a week now, and I would like to maybe get another book read before we go as well. Start my trip to Australia on a clean slate, kind of like without being in the middle of any books. I don't know why, like that's just how I like to go on holiday. So yeah, I've decided like I'm pulling myself out of this slump now. I'm going to ignore the fact that I don't feel great. I'm just going to like get ready for the day and just get on with things. I'm going to do some good reading. Over the weekend I need to get some things filmed so that there can be some content going up on YouTube while I am away. And yeah, that is the plan. Oh, there is still no love triangle, by the way. I'm ready, I'm waiting for the love triangle. That's why I have been so desperate to pick this series up for literal years, because I heard that there's an amazing love triangle and I am ready for the love triangle. There's definitely been a lot of focusing on the plot. Oh, also one thing that's interesting is I wasn't expecting there to necessarily be any crossover of characters in this series and in the Mortal Instruments series, but there is one character that is in the Mortal Instruments has just popped up here, and it's fun to see them. I don't necessarily want to say who it is because I don't know if that is a spoiler. I'm assuming it's not, but yeah, I just wasn't expecting them to pop up here, so that was interesting and a little bit fun. I know I haven't actually said what this series is about other than saying that it's a prequel series to the Mortal Instruments. Obviously it's a fantasy YA series. We are following Tessa, and Tessa is actually from America, and her brother had moved over to England, and she basically gets a message to come over and stay with him. So at the start of the book, that's what she does. She travels over, but she can't find her brother, and she finds herself in a bad situation, let's say, and she just wants to know where her brother is. But we find out that he is basically tied up with the Downworlders, which if you have read anything from the Shadowhunters universe, you will know that Downworlders are like anything that's not human or a Shadowhunter. Maybe demons aren't classed as Downworlders either, but it's like vampires, werewolves, warlocks, they're all Downworlders. And Tessa ends up being taken in by the Shadowhunters, and they are trying to help her and also help her with this strange power that they have found out that Tessa has. They're not quite sure what she is, but yeah, she has a strange power. And then there is also 2 young guys. So Tessa's young, by the way. I think she's like 18, 17, something like that. And we have Will and Jem who live at this place with the Shadowhunters. They are Shadowhunters and they are both 17, and that's where I assume the love triangle is going to be, but there is like not necessarily a love triangle yet. So yeah, that's a vibe. I'm enjoying it and I hope to finish it soon. I've not made any more progress on Beg, Borrow or Steal because I have been ill the last couple of days. I haven't actually been out on any walks, so I haven't been listening to the audiobook. That's kind of the only time that I listen to the audiobook. But again, hopefully over these next few days I'm gonna get my shit together and I will get that book finished as well. Right, I'm gonna go and rest my voice now because I've just filmed a whole TBR video and now I've been talking to you for 10 minutes, so I need a break. I feel like we have stuff to catch up on. I finished Clockwork Princess? Clockwork Angel? Clockwork... what's it called? Clockwork Angel. Clockwork Angel. I finished yesterday. No, the day before yesterday. I finished Clockwork Angel 2 days ago and I really liked it. I'm giving it 4 stars. I feel like it was well paced, it was interesting, I liked the characters, I'm very intrigued in the romance. In terms of the love triangle, there's definitely like one side it definitely needs to go in, and if it doesn't go that way, I'm gonna be one, shocked, and also disappointed and upset, and the whole series is gonna have been a waste of my time. Listen, I love love triangles, but it's a tough game out there, okay? Because like, if you're invested in a love triangle, which I always am, which is why I love them, like you're opening yourself up to get your feelings hurt. And honestly, a lot of the time, love triangles do not go my way. Yeah, I still sit here and tell you that I love love triangles, even though I'm always getting my feelings hurt from a love triangle. So anyway, if it doesn't go my way, I'm gonna be annoyed, but I'm looking forward to continuing on with the other 2 books in that series. And then I'm thinking if I like enjoyed this trilogy, then I may go on to some of the other ones. I think I've said in other videos, but I, many years ago, many moons ago, read the first like 4 or maybe 5 Mortal Instruments books. God, it's getting very confusing, like what other series are called. Maybe it was the first 4 and then I didn't really read any more. And then a couple of years ago, I decided to reread the series, but I basically reread the first 2 books on audio and then didn't really carry on from there because I just like was not really enjoying it the second time around. I definitely think that series feels, I was going to say young, but it's not necessarily that it feels young. I just think it's not as good as this series, which is like seems to be a very common feeling. Like people much prefer the Infernal Devices and some of the other spin-off series or like other series in the universe to the Mortal Instruments. Anyway, my point was, if I like this one, I might pick up some of the other series. I'm probably not going to go back to the Mortal Instruments, but I know there is, I was going to say the Infernal Devices, that's what this one's called. What are the other ones called? The Dark Artifacts. Wow, how did I get that? There's definitely one called The Dark Artifacts. And I feel like there might be another one as well. But anyway, we will see. And also I might read Cassandra Clare's newest series, which is not in the Shadowhunters world, if I keep enjoying her books. That was way too much info for this kind of conversation. But yeah, that's where my mind's going. And you know what? I feel like it's good because I'm here and I'm feeling excited about reading again, which is good when you've been in a slump. Now, do I feel like I'm out of this slump? Hard to say because I still haven't been doing loads of reading, right? And that is like partly because I'm in a slump, but also it's partly just because I have so much to do. I feel like I keep going on about it and I don't want to keep going on about it, so I'm not going to keep talking about it. I just can't wait to be in Australia and just being able to read and do nothing else. And also when we're back from Australia, I feel like life should be a bit more chill. Well, it will be. Well, it would be more chill if we weren't coming back mid bathroom renovation. So it's not really going to be that chill because I think I'm basically going to live at my parents' for another week or something once we get back from Australia, because I can't be here during a bathroom renovation. I just can't. I can't do that to myself. So that is going to be a bit hectic. But then once I'm home from there, once the bathroom's been renovated, I am ready to enter my chill girl era. Summer is always a lot better for me at work. I do have some other like trips and stuff going on, but you know, I just feel like I'm going to be back to my normal self and I'm excited for it. Although I do always get in a reading slump over summer, so let's just hope that doesn't hit. But anyway, yeah, so it took me about a week to read Clockwork Angel, which is a long time to read a book, so I can't really say that it like has pulled me out of my reading slump, but I'm definitely feeling a lot better about my reading slump and I'm feeling excited about reading again. Now, we have some other updates. I don't know why I've just spent so long talking about that one book. Beg, Borrow or Steal. I'm really enjoying the audiobook. I don't know if I already said this to you, but like I wasn't really enjoying reading the book, which is why I switched to audio. But ever since I switched to audio, I'm enjoying it. I think it's cheesy. Like it's too cheesy for me and I think that's why I don't like it. But as an audiobook, it's great because it's really easy to follow. And that's what I struggle with audiobooks. Like if it requires too much like concentration, I can't do it. But because this is just so like easy breezy, like I can easily follow this book on audio and I'm enjoying it. I'm quite far through now, I think. 77% complete. So give me like a couple of walks and a little bit of packing that I need to do over the next day or two, and that book will be complete and I'm looking forward to it. So that's great. Then I have started another book. We are back to the Kindle for this one, and actually it's a reread, which I never reread books. There are like just a few really random books that I really want to reread. Obviously they're all like books that were 5 stars. And yeah, I am, oh gosh, what happened to my voice there? I am rereading, are you ready? For some reason the cover keeps changing. Last night it was a different cover and now we've got this cover, but hey ho. I am rereading Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman, and I'm having a great time. As I said, this was a 5 star for me when I read it. I wonder what year I read it in. This is a dark romance, which dark romance is not really my jam, but I have been known to enjoy the odd one, and this is one that I definitely enjoy. It's very dark, and like you should definitely look up the trigger warnings. Like please look up the trigger warnings because it is wild. Like I don't know, should I even describe the plot on? I don't even know if I should describe the plot to you. But yeah, so I originally read this in July 2022, so 3 years ago, basically. And I gave it, did that say I didn't give it 5 stars? I gave it 4.5 stars. I always thought this was a 5 star book for me. I like look back at it as being a 5 star book, and I've said it's a 5 star book, and I only gave it 4.5 stars. Okay, well that's interesting. We'll see what it is upon this reread. I'm 15% through so far, and this book is basically following a girl called Cora. Her and her sister's fiance get kidnapped together and kept in the basement by this like psychopath, obviously. Her and her boyfriend's fiance hate each other. Like they do not get on. Well, actually, you know, this is set in a normal world. They don't hate each other, but they don't get on. You know, they're not friends. They don't have a good relationship. But obviously, yeah, they're kidnapped and kept in this basement, and it's literally an awful time. Like horrible things happen. As I said, please look up trigger warnings. But yeah, they obviously form like a trauma bond because of this, and that's all I'm gonna say. But I remember loving this when I read it, and like it's a book that really stuck with me. Not my normal type of book, but it just is really good. I actually feel like I don't really know many people that have read this book and not really liked it. Even though like when you describe it, you're like, why would you want to read that? It's just good, okay? Like keep an open mind and maybe give it a read because it is really good, but definitely please look up trigger warnings. And then, no, I'm not going to talk about anything else. I feel like I've spoken about too much now. I'm like sick of my own voice, so I'm sure you are definitely sick of me. So I'm just gonna keep it shmush, zump. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna carry on this vlog for because I want to end it before I go to Australia, so this can go up while I'm in Australia, because fingers crossed, once I'm in Australia, I am not gonna be in a reading slump. Like we are going to read, and we are going to read hard on the plane, etc. Keep an eye out for Australia vlogs for all of that. I'm not doing specific reading vlogs because I just like my brain just can't comprehend that. But I'm going to be talking about what I'm reading in the vlogs because like it's just like a life vlog. Like I will include book stuff. I'm not going to be in a reading slump in Australia. Like no way, I'm going to be out of it. So we're definitely going to end this video before then. I'm not sure how far I'm going to get. Like, will I finish this book? Will I finish my audio book? Like, we will see. If I'm going to be completely honest, we leave on Thursday morning. Today's Monday. So the last day I can really film for this vlog is tomorrow. So what's the likelihood that I'm going to finish like these 2 books tomorrow? Not very likely when you consider that I started this reading vlog literally weeks and weeks and weeks ago. And what have I accomplished? I have finished 1 book. Unfortunately, that's it. Like that's in the thick of the reading slump where like you're just not really progressing, you're not really getting anywhere. But now I really feel good and like I want to read and I'm enjoying reading. And I think like picking up this reread was a good shout because I'm enjoying this and I'm excited to, as I said, get some reading done. Okay, Okay guys, it is officially time to end this video. We are where we are. Actually, we are not where we are because I have not updated you. I have in fact finished Beg, Borrow or Steal on audio. I am giving it 3 stars. I didn't dislike it, but I also didn't love it. I just think it wasn't quite for me, and that still could be because of the slump and then switching to audio. I never enjoy audiobooks as much as I enjoy reading books, but I just couldn't get through the book physically. It just wasn't happening, so I switched to audio, as you saw. So yeah, that happened. I'm glad I finished it. I have not yet finished Still Beating. I'm still reading that, and that's probably going to carry over into Australia. I don't know. It's Tuesday today and we fly on Thursday, so there's a possibility I could finish it. I'm really enjoying it on the reread, but if it carries over into Australia, I will tell you my thoughts maybe in the Australia vlog, or I will when I'm back be doing a big wrap up / bookish reset, I think, of just everything, because I just haven't been doing that over the last couple of months and I think we need it. You can also always follow my reading updates on Goodreads if you are interested. But yeah, that just about ends the vlog. How am I feeling in terms of my reading slump? I'm feeling pretty much out of it, so that is good. But I will say maybe I'm not fully out of it, because there are definitely some kinds of books that I just don't think I want to read right now. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully being on holiday will help. And yeah, if you have got through this video and watched until the end, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and please don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to see you in my next video. Bye!